Patricia, funds that are won in litigation by the Attorney General, should they go into a fund in the Attorney General's office to be handled by the Attorney General, or returned over to the people, to the legislature, for the general fund? And your answer, please.
Dave, I really do believe that these funds should be turned over to the people of Arkansas and not a general fund. I see the benefits of turning it over to the people, because this is the people's money that we are collecting to run government. And when you have that kind of attitude towards the people, then I think we are going to make better decisions about how we handle the people's business as well as the people's money. And anytime we've got a need, I have no problem with directing the money to a general fund for a specific purpose, but I do think that we should have the state engaged in this process, so that if there happens to be a surplus, then I think we should return that money to the people in the form of a refund or some sort of reimbursement, which hasn't happened very often in our state, but I think it might be the time to start considering how we're handling our public funds.
Okay. Let's turn it over to Leslie Rutledge. Do you need me to repeat the question?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you, though, Dave. With regard to funds that are won in litigation being used just by the Attorney General's office or back into, say, the General Improvement Fund of the State House, I think that we have seen some great programs that the Attorney General has implemented, and I want to improve those programs, such as the Cyber Crimes Unit, which has been funded by money from litigation. I do believe, and I would support an agreement, say, between the legislature, the Attorney General, and the governor, maybe for that money to be used, money from litigation to be used for specific programs. So if we successfully sue and win a judgment from a pharmaceutical company or a company, then that money would be used back to health programs or to prevent smoking or prevent prescription drug abuse. And again, that goes back to my experience working in government, understanding how it works. I think that, unfortunately, the Attorney General's office, we just lost that $1.2 billion lawsuit because the Attorney General office sued based on the wrong statute. I think there's some good uses of that money put into place, and I want to use my experience working in government and understanding it, so that way the money in from litigation goes toward the reason why we have that money.
Okay. David?
Thank you, Dave. I believe that the monies won through litigation should be handled and given back to the legislature to go through the legislative appropriations process. I don't think that it should be handled, and how that money is spent shouldn't be left up to one single individual.
Okay.